Hello, today I'll be showing you how to create custom name tags like the one you see right here. To create these name tags, we're going to use an object called the Billboard GUI, which is basically a GUI that is in the 3D space instead of on your screen. The first thing we have to do is design the name tag. That's not that hard. So first I'm going to go to my plugins tab and press build rig and then block rig. It doesn't matter whether you do R15 or R6 because they both have heads. If you're worried about not having this plugin, don't worry, it's installed by default on everybody's studio. So first thing I'm going to do is open it up and select the head. Click on the plus icon and search for the Billboard GUI. Now you probably don't see it because we have to do a little bit of setting up beforehand. So I'm going to enable always on top and just searching for the correct property. Alright. Studs offset should be 0, 2, 0, so it's above the head. And I'm just going to call it name tag. Now, to make it show up, we need to add a text label. And that'll create this 3D UI element. Don't worry about this dummy name tag under it, and the script will be disabling these so only ours pops up. So, we'll change background transparency to 1 because I don't want it to show up. And text scaled should be true so that it's as big as the size is. Then you could change the text color a little bit. I'll make mine white, and I'll change the text stroke to red, and the text stroke transparency to 0. That should be all you need to do. You can design this however you want, but these are just suggestions. I'll do my own. So now put your name tag in server storage so we can use it later. Now I'll create a script inside the server script service. I'll just call it name tag handler. Oop, spelled that wrong. And then we can define our services. So we need the player service, so we know when players are added, and server storage, so we get the name tag. Then define some variables, we get the name tag. And then we connect some events. This is very light scripting, so don't worry if you're not that good at programming. The first thing we have to do is check for when a player has been added to the game. We can then check for when its character has been spawned. And I'll define a few variables, so we have a couple of the character objects. We need the humanoid, so we could get its display name and name display distance, which I'll go into in a little bit, and its head, which we will have to parent it to. Don't worry about which rig type you're using, R6 or R15. They both have heads, so it should be compatible with both of them. Now we'll create our new name tag by doing this, by just cloning the old one. And then we can parent it to the head. Then we just change the text of the text label to the humanoid's display name so that it'll display the player's name or display name if they have one. Then we can get the old size of the text label's text size. because when we zoom out, it's just going to infinitely get bigger and bigger and bigger, and we don't want that to happen. So to make that not happen, you just go like this and get its offset and divide that by 200. Now, so that their original name tag doesn't display, we'll set their display name to nothing and their name tag.name display distance to 0. And then we just exit the script, delete your dummy if you don't need it anymore, and playtest. So it works, however, it looks like we're getting a small error. So we could go back and fix it. This is actually just a minor little mistake on my part. Instead of name tag, we have to do humanoid. I accidentally used the other one. And now, when we go back in, you should see that it is completely working. Right there. So, if you learned something or enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Bye.